In today's video, we go through not only the professionals you're going to need in your corner, but more importantly, how to buy a home in Ontario, Canada. My name is Matt. I'm a mortgage agent with Mortgage Architects based out of the St. Thomas, London, Ontario area. And today, like I said, we're going to go through the other pros that you need in your corner and then how you're going to use each of them in order to procure your next property. So those pros you're going to want in your corner, there's three that you're absolutely going to have. And then there's a couple that you should probably look into kind of getting ready at your disposal. So the three must-haves in no particular order are a realtor, you're going to need a mortgage professional, and the third one is you're going to need a real estate lawyer. The nice-to-have professionals are going to be a home inspector, especially if your offer includes a condition of home inspection. And then the last professional is going to be an appraiser, which is going to be more work hand in hand with both your realtor, mortgage professional, and the lender that you're ultimately going to go with if an appraisal is needed. So it's a really exciting time. You're thinking about buying a home. Let's go through the steps and actually to do that. So the first step and the second step, I'll be honest with you, sometimes they happen a little bit out of order, but after we get through these two steps, every transaction or every purchase kind of goes through the same ebbs and flows. So the first step in a perfect world is to get your finances in order, okay? You're gonna work with your mortgage professional here, whether it's a mortgage specialist, which is typically what they're called in the bank channel, or a mortgage agent or mortgage broker in the broker channel. They're going to go through, they're going to get you a pre-approval, so that way you can give that number or you can give kind of what your pre-approval information is to your second professional in the second step, which is your realtor. Okay, so step two is you're going to meet with a realtor, familiarize yourself with the neighborhoods you're looking. You're going to kind of want to go through and start to think about, okay, well, what are my must-haves in a property? What are my nice-to-haves? So that way when we go to step three, we're ready to go. So step three is you're starting to see homes. Things are getting pretty excited now because at this point, it feels real. You obviously should not buy a house based on pictures, and so that's why you start to go see homes, and that's why when you'll start to realize that houses aren't always as great as they appear in pictures. And so step four is you're writing an offer. Again, this is still with your realtor, your real estate professional. At this point, it's exciting because the prospects of home ownership or buying an investment property are feeling pretty real. And you found something that you really, really like and you're ready to make an offer. You're going to work with your mortgage professional here to make sure that this property still fits within your pre-approval, but it's ultimately at this point that your realtor is going to write the offer for you. You're looking at your specific terms, which is, things like purchase price, any conditions, the day you're going to take possession of the property, and when your offer is good to, or what's called as the irrevocability time. Now these steps here, your real estate professional can explain a lot better than I can, but just to give you an overview of the process kind of from cradle to grave, that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So these steps are really brief, but hopefully they provide you enough information to kind of give you that overview. So you've written your offer, what's next? Probably pretty obvious. Step five is your offer gets accepted. Ideally, right? In a competitive market like we're seeing, your offer may get rejected, there may be a higher bid, but for the sake of this video, step five is your offer gets accepted. And as I misspoke there, when your offer gets accepted, it is an exciting time because you know that as long as you can fulfill all the conditions of the offer and that the lender has, that this home is yours. So if your offer included the condition of a home inspection. This is where, we start to get into those nice-to-have professionals. You work with a home inspector, they go through the property and identify anything that you may not have seen when you walk through that property the first or the second time. The next step here is kind of, it's hard to really quantify as a step, but it's step 6, which is you're preparing to close. This is when you're walking through all the lender conditions and all the other conditions in your offer. So for example, this is where that appraisal may be required. The lender may ask that of you. And they really just want to do that to make sure that they're not lending more, they're not lending more on the property than what it's worth. And that's where an appraiser comes in. They ultimately work for the lender and not so much for you as the buyer. So step 7, we're getting really close to the end here. You're meeting with your lawyer. Now this typically happens in the last, anywhere from the last few days to the last week before closing. And your lawyer is gonna go through things. They're gonna look at the APS again, which is the agreement of purchase and sale. They're gonna do a title check. They're gonna check for anything in regards to the property that you may not be aware of. And as you prepare to sign the dotted line, you're getting that much closer to owning this property. And step 8, this is what you've been working for towards the whole time. Step 8 is congratulations, because you now own that property. Assuming all has went well with all the professionals you've been dealing with, your lawyer is set to close, your mortgage is ready to fund, your realtor's there, which, as I said, the step gives it all away. Congratulations, you own the home. So hopefully this overview provided you enough of information. If you have more questions or want a little bit more elaboration, then feel free to drop those questions down in the comment section here. Be more than happy to answer the ones that I can. And if it's one that's more catered towards a real estate professional like a realtor or a real estate lawyer, more than happy to connect you with some of the great ones that I work with who can speak a lot better to that than I will even pretend to be. So if you found this video helpful, please like it. If you're looking for more content like this or more overview, please subscribe to the channel, consider sharing this with a friend, and until next time, have a great day, guys. Thanks.